We begin in Abuja, where the court has ordered that the chairman of the defunct pension reform task team, that's Abdulrasheed Maina, remanded in a correctional center and pending the conclusion of his trial. Mr. Maina was extradited to Nigeria from Niger Republic after he jumped bail and was declared wanted by an Abuja High Court. Mr. Maina, who is facing a 12-count charge of money laundering, was last seen in court on September the 29th. The disappearance of the defendant had weighed heavily on his surety, Senator Ali Ndume, who was remanded in Kuje Correctional Center for failure to produce the defendant, but later released on grounds of good conduct and on the appeal he filed at the Court of Appeal, challenging the remand order. Let's get more updates from the Federal High Court now. I have joining me TVC News correspondent Celestina Area. Hello there. So how did the court reach the decision to remand Mr. Maina until the conclusion of his trial?
Well, on the 18th of November, the court had issued a bench warrant on him that he should be arrested anywhere he was found by security agencies because he last appeared for his trial on the 29th of September, which means he had allegedly jumped bail, and his counsel at that time could not produce him, or his shortest also could not produce him. So in court today, the prosecuting counsel told the court that the reason Mr. Maina is in court, he didn't come on his own will. He came as a result of a bench warrant and he was arrested. That's why he appeared before the court. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been in court. So the court knowing that if his bail had earlier been revoked and the bench warrant is subsist, the court has to remind him in prison custody pending the conclusion of the trial.
What was the position of the defendant, and if his counsel, what did they have to say for themselves, looking at how things have transpired from their end especially?
Basically, after the remand order was made, progress couldn't be achieved because he changed counsel. He was formerly represented by Joe Gadama Chambers. They brought an application for withdrawal of legal representation before the court, and they had stepped stayed on the prosecuting counsel and also sat before the court too. So he brought a new counsel, and the counsel told the court that he has not been briefed on the case, and he would need time to go through the processes. But the prosecuting counsel had objected, stating the fact that it is a criminal trial, and according to the Administration of Criminal Justice, it has to be decided expeditiously. But the judge said, in the interest of justice, it's better that they afford the new counsel the time to go through the processes and be able to defend it, to stand in for the defendant. And we're able to ask the counsel, the former counsel, why they have to pull out from the case. And they said that because of the development that happened so far, and they were not able to say or tell the court the whereabouts of their client. And it talks about professionalism and ethics of the law. So they have to withdraw from someone else's ethics.
And then, of course, the substantial trial itself, of course, this hefty corruption charges against Mr. Maina. How much progress has the case enjoyed thus far?
Well, his disappearance really did not stall the trial because the judge had ordered the trial to commence in his absence. Today, if he hadn't changed his lawyer, would have been hearing the evidence in chief of the 9th prosecution witness. But of course, we know that jumping bail on his own is an offense, is a contempt of court, is a minor offense. But the court did not even go into that, as it did not even bring an application for bail. And now Mr. Maina is a flight risk. That's the reason the court has to remind him in prison. It's nearly impossible for him to be granted bail. Although bail is a constitutional right because of the presumption of innocence on proving guilty. But when the defendant becomes a flight risk, it becomes very impossible to grant bail. So what the court can do for him at this time is to ensure speedy trial so as not to preclude his right to freedom and his right to liberty.
All right, Celestina Area.